The only difference was maybe the color of our skin. The way we have our birthday parties, the way we celebrate marriages, the way we behave at funerals, the way we behave in the offices is actually quite similar. It's quite similar. We are closer to the African Kenyans than maybe some Scandinavians in style, we Serbians.
Right.
We're the Africans of Europe.
And actually now I want to interact with Judy Ngene H.E. Judy, good evening to you. Balozi talks about the whole journey in Serbia and the whole experience. How was it in Serbia, the whole Afro Festival and all that?
Yeah, so first, thank you for having me today. Happy to represent Galina and have His Excellency Dragan with us here.
So what is happening there?
Yeah, so we have some wines here, of course, from Serbia, and there's no wine without pairing. So we have a grazing table from Amazing Grace. The lady is called Anne. So this is what she does, and when you're having wine, it's always good to enjoy it with some food. That's what we have here. Right,
I'm seeing quite a number of things on that plate. I can spot some grapes, some bread.
We have some salami.
This is, I think this is kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah.
Right, kiwi. I think.
Strawberries.
Right, these are oranges, right?
Yes.
Right. The others, I'm pretty sure. This is a flower, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The others, if you to have this on my plate, I want to know strawberries.
There you go.
All right. This is passion. What's the whole essence of this in wine before we actually get to the wine tasting and all that?
Yeah. So pairing, food and wine go hand in hand. In fact, countries in Europe, as Ambassador can tell you, is that they are actually placed under the food category. So they all go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other one. So the idea is to get the complex flavors of the wine and you experience them with the food. So I can tell you this is a soft cheese. So soft cheese goes with lighter body wines.
Which one?
This one. There you go.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's called the Camembert.
Can I taste?
Cheese? Yeah, sure.
Oh, definitely.
There you go.
This is me starting my early supper right now.
Yeah. Karibu sana.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so that goes well with the lighter body styles of wine, like the rosé and white wines. And then we have the hard cheese with some chili here. This goes with the red wines because many of the red wines actually have spicy notes. Yeah, so everything here goes really well with something. Of course, you have the salami and the prosciutto, which goes really well as well with the red wine.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just have a little bit of that.
So it's at all times it always have to be at that level?
Yeah, so normally you're supposed to serve wine until the widest part of the wine glass.
Why?
Normally that's just the wine etiquette, the way you have fine dining etiquette, so you have the wine etiquette as well.
So basically, as Kenyans, when we're pouring like tea,
yes,
it really has to go
all
to the brim.
Yeah.
And for wine it
has to be just there. Also, it gives the wine room to breathe. Yeah. Just like us, it needs to breathe. So as you do, you have to swirl it like that. Maybe you can give it a try. So that gives out all the aromas of the wine. So you swirl.
So basically, you hold it here and not here.
Yes, please. Yeah, always hold your wine glass by the stem.
I'm quite learning a lot here.
Exactly, so that you do not change the temperature of the wine. Because if you see people holding it like this, of course your hands are warm, and then you end up changing the temperature.
Right. Yeah. Let me try to.
So yeah, you swirl and then you nose it. You nose it.
You nose it.
You nose it. Yeah. So.
Not you. You don't smell it.
You nose it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you're able to get the flavors. Are you able to get any flavors?
my mind is trying to think all this.
Yeah.
Right. Ambassador, you can definitely join us for your glass here and try to help me nose it and get the flavors, because I think my nose can't actually get all the flavors here.
Yeah.
Quite strong.
It's my pleasure to join you.
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right. So.
Cheers.
Oh, okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We say Riveli.
Riveli.
Means
Right,
live long.
You can step closer. Right. So after nosing.
Yeah, so actually what we start with is the appearance of the wine. Okay. So normally you do it like this against a white background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the whole purpose of that is to.
This is a lovely
rosé. You see, he can already tell it's a lovely rosé. Normally that just shows you the quality.
This is from the Dragan H.E vineyard. See, my name is Dragan, and these guys are called Dragan H.E. So I have a connection.
Yeah, you
How
see?
many wineries does Serbia have?
We have I would say every month a new one is erupting, a new one is appearing. It's really something, the wine production in Serbia. We've been producing wine in our regions for centuries. It was the Romans 2,000 years ago who developed the first vineyards. And if there's an interesting story that I want to share with your viewers, on the wine card of the Titanic, you know, the famous ship that sank, we had 2 wines from northern Serbia, which was at that time part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, a dessert wine and a white wine. So we have a long tradition, but in the last 10-15 years, the wine production has really exploded. We have many new wineries appearing, and every time I go back home and I'm taken out to a restaurant, my friends and colleagues say, try this new wine, and it's always great. It's really something.
We don't have any Serbian wines in Kenya.
Not at the moment.
So we'll actually be the first wine importers to bring them here. And I mean, the more the merrier, right?
Indeed.
So now we have variety, because we have French wines in Kenya, we have Italian, we have South Africa. So we are actually looking forward to introducing wines from the Eastern Europe.
It's very, very positive, and we are very, very pleased. What we also produce in Serbia, which maybe you tried, are these fruit brandies.
Yes.
The rakias.
Rakia.
These are either apricot brandies or pear brandies or quince brandies. Plum brandy is the most famous. Slivovitz is world famous, especially in Europe. It's a plum brandy.
Yeah.
We were even thinking, some Serbian friends of mine here, of opening a rakia bar in Village Market.
Yes.
Because some of the Kenyans that tasted these brandies, they didn't want to go home. They loved it so much.
Yeah.
And definitely, Judy, you are the wine vision in Serbia. What are the lessons you learned from there when you were speaking with the wineries there, the stakeholders and the importers also? What lessons did you learn that you can actually root them in Kenya?
In Kenya, yeah. So first of all, we were actually very pleasantly surprised to see that the wine industry in Serbia it's quite huge. Actually, there are very many wineries, very many wine producers, and many of them use winemakers actually from Italy and France. So you can actually now understand that it's possible to have the same in Kenya. And they were able to have us on day 1 of the wine fair, have 20-minute meetings, actually B2B meetings with now us as the importers in Kenya and the wine producers in Serbia. And in those 20 minutes, you're supposed to actually get to know each other, understand, and see if you even have chemistry to work together. So that's something that I found quite interesting, because most of the other wine fairs we have attended in Germany and South Africa as well, they don't have that.
Right.
So at least once you're bringing the wines in Kenya, you already know and have a personal relationship, if I may say, with the wine producer from the other end.
Right, thank you very much. Our time is actually up, sadly enough. I would have loved to actually continue, but we can definitely continue this after we tell our
Once the wines come in, we are going to have a wine presentation in our embassy.
Okay, when probably as we conclude?
We have to push this as quickly as possible.
As quickly as possible.
And then we'll invite TV47 to film it all with the whole diplomatic corps, with
Cheers
Kenyans, with the artists and everything. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful program on Kenyan-Serbian relations. I really thank you very much.
Thank you.